Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Bitcoin is hovering around $108,000, struggling to break past its all-time high of $111,814 set back in May. That's been the case despite some positive news and developments that could have given it a boost. So what's going on? Well, let's take a closer look at what's happening in the world of Bitcoin. For starters, we've seen some big companies announce new Bitcoin reserves and start accumulating more of the digital asset. Strategy, which is the largest corporate Bitcoin holder, just picked up 1,045 Bitcoin worth $110 million. Meanwhile, KULR Technology acquired 118.6 Bitcoin for $13 million, bringing its holdings to over 900. And in Japan, Remixpoint announced it's added 50 Bitcoin to its treasury. But these are just a few examples of the companies that are betting on Bitcoin. In fact, Ukraine is reportedly finalizing a bill to create a strategic reserve of Bitcoin, making it one of the largest sovereign holders. That's some serious commitment to the digital asset. Now, you might be wondering what's driving all this interest in Bitcoin. Well, there's been a lot of buzz around companies like Trident Digital Tech Holdings and Mercurity Fintech. They're both raising huge amounts of money to buy up more Bitcoin and establish treasuries composed of the cryptocurrency. Trident Digital Tech Holdings is planning to spend $500 million on acquiring XRP tokens, with the goal of creating a large-scale treasury. And Mercurity Fintech just announced it's raising $800 million to acquire Bitcoin and establish its own treasury reserve. That's some serious capital being poured into the space. But here's the thing, not everyone is optimistic about these developments. The CEO of DeFi DevCorp told Bitcoin Bulletin that we're on the cusp of a potential altcoin ETF summer, with Solana leading the way. And shares in Trident Digital Tech Holdings have dropped nearly 38% after they announced their plans. So what's going on? Is Bitcoin just being overly optimistic about its own prospects, or is there something more going on? One thing's for sure. These companies are betting big on Bitcoin and its potential to generate yield and long-term returns. And that's something worth keeping an eye on. In the end, it's all about what you believe in. Are you convinced that Bitcoin is the future of finance, or are you more skeptical? Whatever your take, one thing's for sure. This is a wild ride and we're just getting started.